Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ella. I'm an 18-year-old crochet artist who's been crocheting for the past 5 years now and is also a small business owner. And today we're just gonna be doing something chill, but also I gotta get a couple things done and I'm bored out of my mind. But today I took inspo from another creator because I saw it. But today's just gonna be chill, nothing crazy. But I wanted to see how much I can crochet within a certain amount of time, but put a spin on it. And so instead of me just crocheting and timing myself like another 24 hours, we're gonna see how much I can crochet within watching Jurassic Park movies. I'm a big Jurassic girl. Like, I grew up on the Jurassic movies. I love all the Jurassic movies, Jurassic World and Park. They're all so good. And yes, I did see the new Rebirth movie in theaters. Do I have opinions? Yes. Do I share them with you? No. We're gonna see how much I could crochet between watching the first movie, which is Jurassic Park, and then Jurassic 3, which you might be thinking, why am I skipping over 2? Well, the second one I'm not a big fan of. It's still good, but it's not one of my favorites. I don't usually watch that one all the time. The one I watch all the time is Jurassic 3. That's my favorite out of the original 3. Out of the trilogy before we get into World. But yeah, we're gonna be watching the first and the third movie. And I think those are about a good hour and a half to almost 2 hours long. So I'll be able to get a good bit done. Roughly around, I think, about 5-ish hours. I'll put somewhere on Instagram of how long it all was together, both movies combined. But we're gonna kind of play around. I do have a couple ideas. I do need to make a new keychain for my bag because the one I have is dying. I've had that on, I think, since sophomore year. Need a new one. I also need a new keyring because I've had mine since last winter. That one has gotten to the point where the colors have faded. Like, it's bad. And plus, it's all blue and everything, and we're in fall right now. So, and then I'm also gonna do a couple other things. Like, I'm gonna make some headbands. I'm gonna work on one of my whips, but I'm gonna be doing a couple things. I might find some stuff throughout, kind of looking for some more inspo. Okay, so the headbands I'm gonna be doing, just to kind of let y'all know what they look like, they're these cute little twist headbands. You can't really see, but they're these cute little twist headbands. I know there's a pattern by Cameron Kane. She has a really good pattern, nice and quick, easy. And she also has these mesh ones too that I've worn a couple times. I might make some of those too in different colors. I might make some certain colors this, and then the other colors in the other model, depending on how I feel. But I'll be making both of those, plus some keychains and some car hangers, and then working on one specific whip. If you guys remember last video from last week, where we were working on the scrap sweater, right? I've kind of backtracked a bit, which we're still doing it. It's still on. I'm not saying I'm abandoning it. I am redoing it. I have re-scrapped it. I have repurposed it. Which that doesn't mean I'm not getting rid of last week's video. Because, with crochet, you gotta try something, see the vision, and then if it doesn't work, frog it and restart, which is what I did. And so instead of doing the granny stitch cardigan that I was doing in the original video, we're gonna be moving to, I have switched to doing a cardigan, like a full-blown cardigan. The reason I went to start doing a cardigan was because I already have a lot of sweaters. Like, I have a bunch of granny squares, a bunch of solids. Like, I think I have like 5 or 6 sweaters. Like, I have a lot. And so I want to drive something away from sweaters. And I only have one cardigan, and that's the cardigan that I wore, I think, about 2 weeks ago, 2-ish weeks. Basically 2 videos ago was when I wore it. And it looks scrappy, but it's not scrappy. But I am moving on to making a cardigan. I've already started on it. I've recaked the whole yarn and everything. So I'm already working on it now. But enough yapping, enough talking. We're gonna get started on the first movie. And I'll be watching these on my iPad just so y'all know what I'm watching them on. I'm watching them on my iPad. So let's get into the first movie. So I've moved to the bed just so it's easier. I'm already installed in my bed. You can't really see by my crochet stuff off to the side. This is what we're starting off with, my cardigan. This is what it looks like so far. And this is the cake that we're starting with, how big it is. I only got a little bit, not far, but I do have a little bit done. I'm hoping to get the mass majority of this side done, if not a complete whole side done. I'd be shocked if we get a whole side done, just with this whole, all the scraps that I've used. But we also have my other colors. I have sage, dark leaf green, cream, brown, and white. I might get others as I go, depending on how I want the vibe to be. But I will be making a bunch of different stuff, a bunch of different things. I'm planning, what I want to get done with this video is, or within the 2 movies, is this cardigan that I'm working on with my scraps. Get this done first. Then probably do a car hanger, do a key ring for my keys, and then a star keychain, and then whatever time left over, do any headbands or anything. I'd like to, I'm probably gonna stop roughly, I should be done with this probably around 8, 9, so that'll give me plenty of time for all my other stuff. But we're gonna jump right into it. And I checked out how long the first movie is. It's a little over 2 hours long. I didn't think it was that long when I first thought of it. Enough yapping. I am gonna get started on the cardigan, and I'll keep you guys updated throughout the whole movie. Okay, so we're about 50-ish minutes in, and this is what we have now. Definitely got a lot bigger, and this is what our cake looks like, kind of deflated. I think about halfway through this, so I'm almost done. I did take kind of a small break, so technically I would have more of this, but I did take like a little small scroll break, just so I can kind of give my hands a little break too, because I can kind of feel them a little straining, not a whole lot though. A little bit though, as I crack all of my knuckles in one go. And also, do your hand stretches for the life of you. Do your stretches. This is a BSA. Do your hand stretches. So I'm gonna continue working on this. I do like how it's coming together. How it's split up, how like there's more some blues and earthy tones, and then we get down here where it's like kind of a little more sporadic, still having tones, but adding little pops of color here and there. I do like it a lot. It's looking great. You know, if I fold it correctly. Oh, I did. First try. It's gonna look like this. This will probably be the front, and then this is what the other side looks like, the back side. And I'm gonna try to finish the cake, and then after that, I'm gonna move on to doing the key ring, probably, because that's just easy roses and half doubles, and then just with the key ring, and that's it. But I'll do that after, and then probably do the keychain after as well, and a card keychain. So yeah, but I will be back once I have done the rest of the cake, and I'll show you what the whole side of the cardigan looks like when I've used up all my scraps. So it has been a minute, and I finally got done with the whole scrap cake. This is what we're looking like as of the cardigan. This is what we're looking like. Here's one side. Here's the other. Very much colorful. This is the whole skein. So this is basically like a size of like a toddler kind of cardigan size. Still pretty good size. This is about like halfway with the size, or like halfway with one side. I'm gonna work on something small, probably the keychain, because it's just a star keychain, just a new one, and it's nice, simple, easy, something crazy. That I should be able to get done within like probably a good 10 minutes. Also, I am at 148, 147. So I got like 17 minutes left in the movie. I'm gonna do the star, and then going into the third movie, I'll probably do the key ring. Probably do the key ring, and yeah, then probably do at least one, if not two headbands, and I'll call it a night from there. But yeah, let me go grab my hook real quick, and I'll be back. So I have my hook. I'm using a 4.5mm for pretty much the rest of the projects. I think if not, I'll bounce back to my 5.5, which I just saw. I ended up finding my hook, but this is my 5.5 and this is my 4.5. But we're gonna be making a star keychain because I have one in my school bag, but it's been there I think pretty much since last year, if not sophomore year. And we're gonna be making a new one out of green, just so to keep the dark, earthy tone vibe. Because the one I have in my bag is navy, and just because my bag is black, so a green one will be nice for fall. And then for the key ring, I have sage, cream, and brown. That's gonna be in that order for my key ring, so that looks super cute. And then for my key rings, I'll show how I do it, but I do actually use a full-on key ring. Like, it's not just one of them, it's not just a lanyard or whatever. I use an actual key ring. I'm gonna start on the star first. That should take me like 10-15 minutes, just something nice, short, you know, just to kind of get my brain off of doing granny clusters for about a good 2-ish hours. But I'll be back when I'm halfway done. Okay, so I'm back. I had to let my camera charge, that's why. But I have one star done. This is what they are gonna look like. And I do the other side, and then just sew these together, and then stuff it, and then add the chain, and that's it. You know, simple, pretty easy, nothing crazy. This took me, I think, about like 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. So I should be able to get this done pretty easy. I should get this done probably when the movie ends, which is in about 10-ish minutes, about 8 actually. But I'll be back once I have the full star. Okay, so I just finished with the first movie. We're about to go on to the third movie, which is Jurassic World, or Jurassic Park, actually. Yeah, Jurassic Park 3, which is when we see the Spinosaurus. So, but I have my 2 stars. This one has a way longer tail, is because I'm using this one to sew the 2 ends together, and then I'm just gonna stuff it with more green yarn just to save me time and everything. And yeah, I'll pretty much have this done within like the first like 5 minutes of the movie, 5-10 minutes. So I'll come back once I have the full star done and start doing the key ring. So I have just got done with my little star keychain. It's fun. But my little cute star keychain. Just something nice, cute, and small. It does look a little chubby, but it just, we gotta flatten and work it. But look, it's a cute little star. Cute little star. And we are about, I think I have an hour and 16 minutes left in the third movie. And now we're gonna work on my keyring, which my keyring should take up a good bit because I do have to switch colors and all that fun jazz. So it might take me a minute to do that, and we'll finish off with the keyring. So I know I'm not gonna finish this movie. I might at least get halfway, but I will pretty much. I've gotten a lot done. Let's say that I got a lot done. We'll be doing more of these now that I'm doing this. I'm definitely gonna be doing more, just so it kind of like eases my mind a little bit, and it's just a distraction to help me actually kind of focus. But after this, I do have to do some other stuff that I don't want to do, or at least one thing. The other thing depends, but that's besides the point. The point is, I want to at least get the keyring done. I will grab my colors and I'll come back once I have started doing the keyring. So I have started, and this is what it looks like. This is the color pattern. I start with sage, go to cream, go to brown, and then just repeat. And it's just rows of half doubles, nothing crazy. Just something nice and simple, just so I don't have to manhandle everything. So I'm about a little over a fourth of the way there already, and I have about a little over an hour left. I would like to get at least halfway before finishing this. So, but I'll keep y'all posted. So I'll meet you guys when I'm roughly about almost done. So about like 2/3 of the way there. But I'll be back when I'm almost done to show you how the pattern looks. Okay, so I am almost done with it. This is what we're looking like so far. I'm just starting on row 33, going on to 34, like 33 and 34, because I'm doing 2 rows per color, so it's these chunky stripes. But I'm almost done. So basically how I'm gonna do the attachment is basically I fold it like this, right? And then I have these 2 ends. I do it based on whatever I'm facing, so depending on how it is. But I'll chain 1 and turn like normal, and I'll put the key ring where it's not the rugged side, like where the 2 ends are. On the other side, I hold it against it, and then I just crochet through the key ring, doing single crochets through it, just so it holds, and then I weave in my ends per usual, and that's it. And then I just rotate it and just adjust to how, just move the key ring in the little pockets and just to make sure it sits right. But that's pretty much it. Then you got yourself a little key ring. But I got a couple more rows to do, and then I'm gonna call it a night because it is almost 9:30. I have about a little over, or actually a little bit under 50 minutes left in the second films. Not second, but the third film. So I'm about halfway, but I will come back once I am completely done with this keyring, and we'll do a full recap of everything that has been completed, everything that I did today. Okay, so I just got done with the keyring, which this is what she looks like. She's cute. Actually, see how I single crocheted? It looks like slip stitch almost, but it's single crocheted, and then the good part's on the top. So then the smooth is just slipping through this part. But this one's done. I got this one. I've made many of these before, and this is actually my own pattern. This is all freehanded. And I was trying to figure out a pattern to do with the key rings, but then I figured out this pattern. We're gonna go through a whole recap of everything we've done. So like I just showed you, we did 1 key ring. Then earlier before this, we did 1 star keychain. This is what she looks like. She's gonna be for my school book bag. And then at the beginning, through pretty much the whole first movie, we worked on my scrap cardigan, or at least part of it, of the renewed version of it, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I redid the whole thing because I didn't really like the striped look, and I don't know, I just didn't like it for some reason. But then I was like, I only have one cardigan, so why not make another? That is everything for this video. I know this video is kind of medium-ish length long, and also just as a timestamp, I am sitting at a little bit under 41 minutes left in the second movie. That is basically everything in this video. Timestamp right now is about 9:45. Pretty good time to end at. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you already know, all my socials, and I mean every single one I have every time, is always listed in the description. They're pretty much the same thing. You can do it either way, but all of them are listed down here. TikTok, I have Lemonade, and then I also have an Instagram. I finally posted on my TikTok, finally. Took me a minute because my life was busy. I had work, and, you know, life was a little situated. But I finally got it posted, and then I'm gonna start posting a little bit, and then I might also release or at least start making maybe some key rings. I just have to do it to where I don't have the knots on the side, because this is how I do mine, like my personal ones. If I do key rings, obviously I have to leave them in as I go, but like that's the only issue. But I might do key rings. If not, I'll release like autumn versions of these, like these star keychains with the pearls in them, just in autumn colors. But I don't really know if the pearls will clash. It'll either be that or I just release star keychains without the pearls. As per usual, I also have a storefront, like I mentioned at the beginning of every video, which is on screen right now at www.swagstitch.com. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time for another crochet vlog or another movie binge night. Bye!